So give us an idea. How is he going to be juggling his duties, completing this season with Alabama, as well as beginning the process to rebuild the Owls?
Well, he's going to work. He's doing two jobs at one time, so we're probably, he's got to get through. He was going to get through the next couple of days at Alabama because first and foremost, he has to put a coaching staff together, and he doesn't want to rush, but he knows he needs to move fast. So because we're kind of frozen in time until we get our 9 assistants put together, there's probably a point where we may send some of our staff either to Tuscaloosa or to Atlanta, where their bowl game is, just to kind of set up a satellite office where we can just get a lot of work done as well. But the reality for Florida Atlantic University, there's a lot of people that may not have heard of us up until Tuesday. And, it's like I told our president, not that this wins you any football games, but Lane, you can make the argument, is the most popular coach in the state of Florida, just based on Twitter followers, college or pro. So there's going to be no bigger boom for Florida Atlantic in terms of public, in terms of PR. And, that's great for recruiting. That's great for our brand. And we're going to maximize that as much as possible. And but we also recognize that as long as he's still coaching for Alabama, every time they put him on TV calling a play, they're going to talk about he's headed to Boca Raton to be the next head coach of Florida Atlantic, and that helps us as well.
So what are the expectations for Lane Kiffin at Florida Atlantic?
Really, it's just for him to just show, improve, and do what we believe he is meant to do. I mean, we would not have hired him if he didn't have the track record he had. But our last coach did a really extraordinary job in terms of building culture and putting a foundation down for our program. Heck, our football program has a 2.9 GPA. We do tons of community service hours, so we got a really good group of young men in our locker room. So it's just, just be the head coach that can help us, just lead us to a different place. He's going to win. I mean, that's all. I mean, he's won really, he's won everywhere he's been. It's just really I look at this job as an opportunity for Lane to really change the legacy of who he is. And even when Tuesday morning, when he was in his office early, he talked about how much fun this, and people don't believe him. But I mean, these are one-on-one moments with a guy when the emotions are raw. And he said he was just telling me it's so exciting to be a part of a program where you can create the history. Other places he had to work in the shadows of Phil Fulmer and Pete Carroll and all the great coaches in the Raiders history. Here, unfortunately for us, we're still, our football program is 15 years old, and this gives him an opportunity to take a bunch of talented young people, add to it, and rewrite who Lane Kiffin is as a head coach, and rewrite what our football program is from a national perspective.